Okay, good morning once again. So, in continuation with the yesterday's exercises, circular lamina, today two more examples we will discuss. So, exercise number 33, let me read it. A circular lamina 50 millimeter diameter standing with one of its points on the rim on HP, and the lamina is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. The diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point on which the lamina rests is parallel to VP. Draw its projection. So this is what he has given. From the first sentence, he has given the diameter of the circular lamina has given, that is 50 millimeter, and in continuation with that, he has given the information that it is resting on one of its points on the rim on HP. It is resting on HP means the top view you have to draw the true shape diagram. So draw XY line. Below that, you draw a circle of radius 25 millimeter or the diameter 50 millimeter like this, and divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Forever, that means from the passing through the center, you draw horizontal line and vertical line, and then passing through the center, you draw 45-degree line from here as well as here. So I have divided the circle into 8 equal parts. So now, so your top view study, name it all the 8 points A, B, C, D, E, F, E, G and H. And this line should be as thin as possible. Only to divide the circle we are drawing this. That is not the part of our circular lamina. Okay. So this completes your top view. After the top view, you can draw the front view by drawing the vertical projectors from all the points like this. You can see the cursor till it meets the XY line. Once it meets the XY line, you draw the thick line from here to here. So this is your front view. And coming to the points, so you are looking from the front side. So A, H, G, F, G, you can see, you cannot see B, C and D. The points that you cannot see, you can put it within the bracket. So this completes your the front view. So you are familiar with this. Two examples we have worked out similar to this. Now, so he has given, so next the information, the lamina inclined at 45 degrees to HP has given diameter point. That means on the right side of the XY line, you take any one point, call that as the A dash point. It is resting on that rim on any one of the point there. Draw a 45-degree line to some length. After drawing a 45-degree line, you need to redraw this front view without changing it, such that it should rest on this 45-degree line. So for this, you take this A dash, E dash distance with the help of your compass, A dash at the center, you cut 45-degree line and call that as the E dash. Similarly, take all other point distances and cut it on this 45-degree line. Transfer all the other points also like this. So this is the front view you are looking for. Okay. So after this, to draw the top view, you can keep on draw the vertical projectors from all the 5 points like this, and you can draw the horizontal projectors also like this from the true shape, the diagram, that is top view. So now intersect the points. A, this is A dash, this is A, B is here, B dash is here, this is B, C, C dash, this is C, D, D dash, this is D, E, E dash, this is E, F, F dash, this is F, G, G dash, this is G, H, H dash, this is H. After point out all these 8 points, you need to join these points with a smooth curve, so it look like an ellipse. For this ellipse, the major axis, this is the major axis and this is the minor axis. The major axis of the ellipse is equal to the diameter of your circle, and this is your A is your minor axis. It depends upon the inclination whatever you have given. Okay, this completes your, so in freehand only you have to join all these 8 points, so that a perfect ellipse you can get it like this. This completes your the top view. Now the last sentence what he has given here to draw this, so he says the diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing. So which is the diameter which is resting point? A is the diameter. Okay, the point where it is resting on HP. A is the diameter, correct? The information what he has given, just once again I'll read it. The diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point. So this is the diameter AE, which is the right angle diameter passing through this resting diameter, which is the right angle diameter CG. So CG. So this he says it is parallel to VP. Now the CG is perpendicular to VP or XY line. So who you have to redraw now? With that information, you have to redraw this ellipse such that this CG should come parallel to your XY line. If it is parallel to XY line, automatically it is parallel to VP. Now the question comes, how to redraw this? Okay. So you take this A point and this XY line anywhere, you call that as the A point. Draw a perpendicular line or 90-degree line from XY line passing through this point A. Take this AE distance and cut this perpendicular line. You will get AE. To get remaining 6 points, either you can go for the box method or arc method, whichever is easy for you, you can go ahead with that. So box method, what you says, AE you have taken, take this distance, this and this distance, mark it here and draw the perpendicular line, 90-degree line like this, horizontal line. Now from this line, you take this distance, this and this correspondingly, you cut it here, cut on all the 6 sides, you will get other 6 points. Or else if you are very good in arc method, you can construct the ellipse with the help of the arc also, so that without changing this ellipse, okay, so you have to make this opposite. So AE is the diameter point where it is resting on HP, which is the perpendicular to diameter is CG. So he says the CG should be parallel to your VP. Parallel to VP means parallel to XY line, you can make it. That's what. So I need to fulfill this condition. CG should be parallel to XY line and the point A should rest on XY line. Like this, you have to redraw it. So after redrawing this, the last position, so easily you can draw it. Draw the vertical projectors from all the points of the top view like this. You can see the cursor. Draw the horizontal projectors also from all the points from the previous front view. Coincide the points. A is here and A dash. The same point you are going to get A dash. B, B dash, C, C, C dash. This is C dash. D, D dash. This is D dash. E, E dash. This is E dash. F, F dash. This is F dash. G, G dash, this is G dash, H and H dash, this is your H dash. So now, so with the help of the smooth curve, you join all these 8 points. So one more ellipse you will going to get. So this is the apparent shape of your circular lamina. So like this, so you have to complete the projection. So if any queries are there, so that I can address it, just put a message to me. So except the last position till the second position, it is similar to the 2 examples what we have discussed in yesterday's class. If any doubt is there, so you can raise it over there in the chat so that I can address it. Or else at the end we'll discuss. So let me go to the last example. Almost it is similar to this. Only one particular the point have changed here. Okay, for the last example. So let me go to the last example. This is the one. So what he has given here? The exercise number 35. A circular lamina inclined to VP appears in the front view as an ellipse of major axis 30 mm and minor axis 15 mm. The major axis is parallel to both VP and HP. One end of the minor axis is in both VP and HP. Draw the projections of the lamina and determine the inclination of the lamina with VP. So in this example, so you have to read once or twice or thrice to understand what exactly is given. So this type of exercise we have discussed in Square lamina we have discussed. A rectangular lamina we have discussed. Where the rectangular lamina looks like a square in the top view or front view, we have discussed one example. The square lamina looks like a rectangle, one example we have discussed. And isosceles triangle look like the equilateral triangle, one example we discussed. Similar to that, so here a circle look like a ellipse in this second position, that is in front view he has given. And one more thing, he has not given the diameter of the circle. So how to find out the diameter of the circle? So as I have explained in the previous example, okay, the major axis of the ellipse is equal to the diameter of the circle. So with this, so I could able to find out what is the diameter of the circle. Here he has given the major axis is 30 millimeter and minor axis 15 millimeter. I can consider the diameter of your circle as the 30 millimeter, and he clearly mentions that the circular lamina is inclined to be, appears as the front view as an ellipse. If in the front view it look like an ellipse, means the true shape also should be written in front view only. Correct? So that's why he has not given where exactly it resting. So you can take your compass and draw the circle in the front view, that is on VP. The circle you can draw, the radius 15 millimeter or the diameter 30 millimeter like this, and divide the circle into 8 equal parts as usual, and name it one by one: A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash, and H dash. So this completes your the true shape diagram. So coming to this next position, you have to draw the top view, right? So to draw the top view, you need to draw the vertical projectors from all the points like this till it meets the 45-degree line. Now you join it from here to here. So this is your front view. And also you have to name the points. You are looking from top side, A, B, C, D, E you can see. You cannot see F, G and H. The points that you cannot see, put it within the bracket. So this completes your front view. Now the second position, so he has not given any inclination here. Correct? He says the front view looks like an ellipse. So that means first you have to draw the ellipse, and then inclination of the lamina we need to find it out here. Okay. So next example, your right side you take any one point. So just observe carefully. Right side you take any one point, draw one vertical line. Okay. Draw one vertical line like this, and then from this you take 15 millimeter distance, draw one more vertical line. Got it? Take one more draw one more vertical line. The distance between these two vertical lines should be 15 millimeter. That is your minor axis of the ellipse. The major axis of the ellipse is equal to the diameter of your circle. So now after this, what you have to do is you draw the horizontal projectors from all the points of the top view like this. So now you cannot get all the points so that I can name it. So which are all the points you can name it? A dash you can name it, E dash you can name it. This is the minor axis point. And here, how to find out the C dash? So this is 15 millimeter. How to get the exactly center point, center line here? You bisect this 15 millimeter. So 15 millimeters, half of that means 7.5 millimeter you will get. Correct? You bisect this line A dash and E dash and draw one more vertical line like this. And this vertical line, wherever, okay, your G projector line and C projector line passes, you call that as the C dash and G dash. Only 4 points you have to name it as of now. One is A dash, E dash, you can name it because it's a minor axis point, and C dash and G dash exactly at the center of this AE. So you can draw one line, and wherever it coincides with the G and C, you can mark the C dash and G dash. This is your major axis of the ellipse. The remaining 4 points, I'll tell you how to get the remaining 4 points. Okay. So after this, So almost, so this ellipse is ready. So now for the next position, this inclination you need to find out. So what to do that? So from A dash you draw the vertical projector first, and from E dash you draw the vertical projector. Okay, and wherever this A dash point comes and they meet the XY line, you call that as the point A. Okay, here A is here only. Okay, so this is the resting point. Now you take this front view distance, that is AE, with the help of your compass. A as this as the center, this E dash vertical projector wherever you have drawn, you cut this vertical projector line wherever it cuts. So that is your point E. Once again I'll repeat it. So first you draw the vertical projector from the A dash, wherever it meets the XY line you call that as the A. Now you draw the vertical projector from the E dash also to some length down below the XY line. Now you take this front view length, that is top view length, that is AE. AE distance you take, this A as the center, you cut this E dash vertical projector line. Wherever it cuts this, you call that as the E, and join this AE. Join this AE, so this is your top view. Now without changing this length as well as the points, you take this A to H distance, cut it here, and this A to G, cut it here, and A to F, cut it here. Transfer all the other corresponding points also. So this completes your the top view, and this inclination you need to find it out. And now, so what you have to do for to get the B dash, D dash, F dash, and H dash, from this point, the top view point, you draw a vertical projector line. And from CG point you draw, already it is there, vertical projector line you can draw. From this point DF line you can draw a vertical projector line. So now wherever, for example here B, so this is B and this is B dash. B dash you can mark, H dash you can mark here, D dash you can mark, F dash you can mark. So these 4 points, after drawing the top view, you can mark. Now smooth, with the help of smooth curve, we could able to draw the ellipse. Whereas in the software, so after drawing the true shape diagram, here itself directly ellipse you can draw and you can fix it here. But in the manual method, the complete ellipse you cannot draw it. So only the points you can mention: A dash, E dash, C dash, and G dash. After drawing the top view only, you could able to get all the other 4 points. Then you can join with this with the smooth curve. That's all. So this completes your top view. So next, after this, so here also he says the major axis is parallel to both HP and VP, he says. So which is the major axis here? C dash and G dash is the major axis. Okay, C dash and G dash is the major axis. He says it is parallel to both HP and VP. When it becomes parallel to both HP and VP, when it is parallel to XY line, it becomes parallel to both HP and VP. So you have to redraw this ellipse such that C dash and G dash should be parallel to XY line, and it fulfill the requirement. It is parallel to both VP and HP. So that's so how to redraw this? It is resting on A dash point. That's why right side on the XY line, you take any one of the point, call that as the A dash. After getting this A dash point, just look at the cursor. You draw a perpendicular line from this A dash point to XY line like this. But this perpendicular line, A dash and E dash distance you take with the help of your compass. From this as the center, you cut it. So you get E dash point. Join this with a light line. After getting A dash and E dash, you can go for the box method or you can go for the arc method. If you are going for the box method, this and this distance you mark it between A dash and E dash, and passing through those points you draw the perpendicular line, 90-degree line. After that, so this distance and this distance and that 90-degree line you can cut it, so that all the 8 points you can get it, and you can join it with a smooth curve. One more ellipse you will going to get. You have to redraw this ellipse such that the major axis, that is C dash and G dash, should be parallel to HP, and VP is nothing but parallel to XY line. So this completes your top view. Front view. The top view, just you have to keep on draw the vertical projectors from the front view like this, and keep on draw the horizontal projectors from all the points of the top view like this. Coincide the points. So A is here and A dash is here. So this is A, B, B dash, this is B, C, C dash, this is C, D, D dash, this is D, E, E dash, this is E, F, F dash, this is F, G, G dash, this is G, H, H dash, this is H. Now one more ellipse you will going to get. So this how, so you can complete this particular exercises also. So any clarification or any doubt, so let me open the chat so you can put your question there.